Okay, so I have loaded my time bloom, and now if I start playing it, as you can see, the luminance threshold is changing with the time, so more and more of the luminant colors are becoming bloomy. And I can change this. I put a few variables here that I can change. So for example, I can change the luminance thresholds, which is the high and low. And if I start changing this, more colors, it'll go from a higher range to a lower range, as you can see right here. So I just like something like this, was looking good. Also, what I did was that now I have the timed luminance, which is true. In here, I can put it to false, and I use the time with the light. So if I put a light to be true, as you can see, I'm getting kind of similar effect, but this is that the lerp is on a two different light colors. So I have a dark light color and a white light color, and it's lerping between them. So this is something that you can do here. As you can see, I can go to black almost. So, or I can just go between a little bit different light colors. So you can change this. It's just a simple boolean here. I can put this to false, and I can put back the timed luminance to be true. And what is this doing is basically exactly same effect as the one that I had before with added time. So I just use this absolute system time, and then if I go to my bright path, which is down here, and when I'm using my bright path, what I'm doing is that I'm calculating my lerp factor, which is just the sine of the frequency. Also, I can change the frequency of the effect. So I can just show you this real fast here. So how fast I want it to be changing is right here. So I can change the frequency of the effect as well. And it's just the sine between the frequency and the time, and then I'm lerping between the low and high threshold based on that lerp factor. And then this threshold is applied in the if statement. So if the luminance of that pixel is more than the lerp threshold, let it go with the color, or otherwise just don't pass anything, just pass the black. So as you can see, all of the render targets are exactly same as the ones before. So I have the bright path, which is right here. And also what I did with this was that I when I was going after my bilinear scale down, I was passing my scene texture. Where is the one that I have for yeah, sorry, I was passing the scene texture, and then I was getting the color to luminance in the alpha channel. So that's why the images are kind of see-through. And then I have again the system color and average color, because I was comparing when I was doing these tab sizes. I wanted to see if the system interlinear, the system sampling, it's giving me different results, but it was giving me the same. So what I think is doing exactly the same as the 4 points right here. That was just me being curious. And then this is exactly same 1 by 1 pixel luminance that I'm not using here. And then in a bright path, I'm just lerping. Otherwise, if I want to lerp on the light, I go to the earlier path, and I'm going, this is just again if statement, if I'm using the light time lerp, I'm lerping between the light color and dark color of the light. So this is all for the time bloom, and next I'm going to talk about the glow map. Okay, so I have my glow bloom loaded, and as you can see, I'm applying the glow map to this scene. And how my glow map is looking, if I go up here, is just the image, and I chose two basically squares here to be glowing, and one was really really dark, and second was white. So if I just grab this luminance threshold, which is using the bright pass, as you can see, this is really, the middle one is really dark color, and this is a really light color, really white. And as I'm choosing the luminance threshold going up, they're starting to glow. So if I leave it about here, it's okay because it's passing all the pixel through the bright pass. As you can see, this is the after bright pass here, because it's the one is the dark color and second is white color. But what I could do here is I have this the glow alpha luminance, it's just a boolean, just to really flick fast here. If I use this to be true, as you can see, the dark color is glowing to the white, because what I did was I have this boolean that was using the alpha channel, and I used it that it passes the white color right here. I don't need to use that. I can just change it to false, and I can let the white color to go through other. And as you can see, it has exactly the same effect. So what is happening here? I have this glow map, and I want to parts of this scene to be glowing depending on the glow map. So it's almost similar to the bloom filter, except luminance, I'm using the glow map. So I'm passing here in my bright pass, I'm passing my glow texture, which is the texture which has the pixels in white. It's just basically a grayscale which could be in one channel and has pixels which are glowing in white, and the ones that are not in black. So next what I'm doing is if I'm using this alpha luminance, because what I was doing in my linear scale down, when I was scaling down these textures, because I needed a glow texture to be scaled as well, scale down, I packed the color to luminance into a alpha, which was right here. As you can see that everything is invisible in alpha except the pixels that are luminant. I don't need to do this color to luminance. I could just use one channel, so I can just pack here a glow map dot R or G or B, and it would have a same effect. But when I did this, I can use any texture which has colors, and if there is a white color or colors that are luminant, it'll have a same effect as the a bloom filter. So and this is just to see the glow color, so you can see how it looks with the glow color. It's not necessary as well. And then I'm passing it into my bright pass, so I'm getting this scene texture and a glow texture. And if I'm using the luminance in alpha, I'm just checking the luminance threshold against the if it's less than if the luminance threshold is more than the color alpha glow, which I'm getting right here. So this is the alpha channel that I packed the color to luminance. If not, I'm checking all three channels, because the image has RGB, but I don't need to check all of them. I can just check one. Could be R or G or B if it's less. So if it goes to 0, I put at a threshold. If it would be a grayscale, I could move the threshold. So if it's 0.1, it still would be glowing if there is kind of like a silvery white. And if it's 0, then it wouldn't glow at all. And then that gives me a black color, or it gives me a color which I showed you. If I let it to be white, even the dark pixel will glow a lot stronger. So for a little more demonstration, I can choose any other glow map. I have here other glow map that I could choose, and as you can see here, it starts glowing about the pixels that are down here instead of the 2 pixels which was dark and white pixel. I'm just glowing the pixels that are on the glow map, and as you can see, this is the Kawasi filter right here, and it's blurring the pixels that are glowing. And also, if I would do something similar, if I want more glow, I can change it to be white. Or what I could do here is could go to my settings. Of course, I can again set the vignette to be a little bit here, make it more prettier. I can change my glow strength, which is currently 5. I can put it really high or a little bit lower, so something that I like. And I have the 2 flags here, so I can use the lerp, glow lerp, or I can just use the second calculation. So if I go to my last pass, which is after the Kawasi filter, I have a tone mapping. So I have the use glow lerp or doesn't use glow lerp. So I can lerp between the blue color and original color, depending on the texture lerp factor, as you can see down here. Or I can use the original color plus the blue color multiplied by the glow strength. So I have this glow strength, which I found easier to control the glow amount. With the lerp, if I change this to be true, that I lerp between these two, as you can see, I have to adjust my exposure and gamma to be a little bit different. And also I have to lerp a little bit more here. As you can see, exposure level. So it's just about the adjustments. So if I leave it down here, go back, and I lerp, as you can see, I'm getting a glow as well. It's kind of similar effect, so I found the glow strength to be a little bit easier to adjust. And the rest is exactly same as from the bloom, adaptive bloom filter. So what I'm doing, again, I have a passes, I'm downscaling the original scene, which was about 573 multiplied by 498 pixels, down to 143, and then 35 by 31, so it's 1/16 of the original size. Then I'm getting my my linear scale down, bright pass. I'm getting the pixels that are bright, as you can see right here. These ones are the after bright pass, so this is what I can see. And if I change these colors that are glowing to be white, it will be more glowy. It will be just a white glow. And after the bright pass, I'm using the Kawasi filter, as you can see right here. And again, I can adjust the Kawasi threshold, which is right here, to be more glowy, more strong, or more blurred. As you can see, it's getting more blurred, so I gave myself control over that as well. And then I have the effect after. As you can see, it's glowing down here. So this is for the glow map. This is the glow map that I chose after the first one that was just 2 squares that were glowing really dark and really white. So this is all for the code, and I hope I didn't forget anything. Have a good day or good night. Bye.